Not knowing your word for yourself and in the correct context is going to have you out here looking like a fool. For the last 48 hours, I have thoroughly been enjoying all of this rapture content. The amounts of people that are fooled in believing that Jesus is coming back between today and tomorrow. And so while I've just been enjoying myself, having a good old time on TikTok, the Lord nicely had to humble me that I didn't even ask for. I'm just like, Lord, this is entertainment. You have to make this into a lesson. But of course he does, because he's a good father. The Lord nicely let me know that not too long ago, I was not too far off from these people. And that's a little bit hard to take in. I'm not gonna lie, but hear me out. If you're new here, I have just been talking about my journey of deconstruction of how I was a part of a denomination for 27 plus years until I recently left to find God for myself and to read the Bible for myself. And when I actually think about all of this rapture prophecy, it really made me reflect on the denomination that I used to be a part of, because my denomination was actually formed after another false rapture prophecy. I'm gonna just drop that right there. Just for a little background context, just a little bit. William Miller predicted that Jesus was coming back. I believe it was October 22nd of 1844. That did not happen. After that didn't happen, there were thousands of people that were disappointed. So it was called the Great Disappointment. 17, I believe, years after that, the denomination that I was a part of actually formed. And while I was in that denomination, I was also very much so deceived. I wasn't deceived about Jesus coming back and having a specific date, but I was deceived about a lot of Christian doctrine when I never actually opened my Bible for myself. I depended on prophets, I depended on church, and I depended on my church schools in order to tell me what the Bible said, instead of me actually reading the Bible for myself, which now makes me have a lot more empathy for the people who are probably really disappointed that Jesus didn't come back today. And don't get me wrong, baby, I am ready for heaven, okay? Earth is ghetto, it is hot here, and I am tired of paying bills. I say all of that to say that not knowing your word for yourself is going to have you out here looking like a fool. Although we've probably all been enjoying this rapture content, I do want to encourage you guys to just pray for the other people who are disappointed today, that they don't fall away from the faith, but that this just encourages them to get closer to God and to be in their word more, so that even his very elect will not be deceived. All right, y'all, I am still going to enjoy this rapture content, but I guess I'll be a little bit nicer.